I will now call upon MK, Honorable Masilela. Honorable members, it is Honorable Masilela's maiden speech.
Greetings to House Chair, Ministers, Deputy Minister, DGs, and honorable members of this House. Even though the name of the department changed in 2009 from housing to human settlement, the department still draws its mandate from the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa of 1996 and Section 3 of the Housing Act 1997. It's Act 107 of 1997. Our leader, President Jacob Gedleyisekisa Zuma, sent us here as MK Party to continue with what he has initiated via the RET. Let me emphasize a number of things pertinent to MK Party policies on human settlement. We are unashamedly proclaim in our manifesto that the MK Party is committed to transformative change across all sectors of South African society. Our policies are designed to address the most pressing challenges we're facing today: economic inequality and inadequacy, access to quality education and healthcare, national security threats, inequitable land distribution, and the need of robust traditional leaders and foreigners policies that reflects our values and aspirations. Through our manifesto, we're aiming and laying down a clear path towards a more equitable, secure, and prosperous future for all South Africans. One cannot talk about human settlement today without confronting the legacy of apartheid, which is manifested in economic inequality and inequality land distribution. Obviously, the informal settlement shakes and miserable living conditions of black people attested loudly to the apartheid legacy. The GNU will be unable to address or eradicate. The MK Party reminds the House of this redistribution clause in Section 25 of the Constitution as its stating points. The state must take reasonable legislative and other measures within the available resources to foster conditions which enable citizens to gain access to land and inequitable basis. We further remind this House that anything short and ensuring our people access to land on the equitable basis is a mere gimmick and cannot satisfy the South African majority. It's a gimmick and cannot satisfy the African majority quest to the truth reparation. We repeatedly hear the Department of Human Settlement claiming that there is no land available because it is either in private owners' hands or owned by corporates. The poor of the poorest believes as expropriation has not even been employed as a significant mechanism in urban land redistribution. The voice of the urban landless should be heard on what land should be expropriated and when, either direct or indirect. Ordinary South Africans and communities who have to be able to gain access to the land on the equitable basis should be able to approach the Minister of Public Works to consider expropriation. Expropriation should not be considered as swear word so long as the transparency conducted at public monitored. Nil compensation has an important role to play in inquisition in situations of speculative held and abandoned land and property, as well as land occupied by previous disadvantaged communities. We have yet to see the Department of Human Settlement entire planned and equitable access strategy clearly identifying which measures contribute to give effect to the provisions in Section 25 on the Constitution. As MK Party, we believe that the land address is one of the key drivers to address the spatial and socio-economic imbalance in our country and ensure that public land is used to public good. Provincial and local government also own land that they are responsible to distribute for land reform programs and must account for. We doubt whether the DA-led Western Cape and the local government will join the rest of the country in this endeavor. There is a plenty land that the Department of Public Works must release in various provinces on human settlement development and socio-economic purposes. The need for the land in our country is great, and greater urgency needs to be put in by all spheres of government for this work for releasing land to achieve land reform and ensure that more public land is used for public good. In light of this nature disaster such as flooding, which affect mainly black people, we urge government to act with speed, ensure that the release of the land is expedited. And finally, despite the fact that the country has urbanized and economized, and its economy no longer revolves around the land
please.
Delivery. Land for the black Africans
Honorable
remain...
Masilela, please wait a bit, Honorable Member. Honorable Members, it is the Honorable Masilela's maiden speech, please. And also, honorable members from MK, you are not helping because while you are howling this side, they're returning the howling. So you are disturbing your member as well on the podium, please. Please, can you stop the howling? It's his maiden speech. Can we give him that opportunity to do so? Or should I continuously say that? Can we be kind, please?
When apartheid rules crumbling in 1994, small white minority held most of the farmland in the country, while 13 million blacks, most of whose ancestors had suffered forced removals from their land, were packed into rural settlements and the fragile of the economy that the apartheid regime cynically labeled homelands. Most of those flooded the urban areas look for better employment opportunities. The inevitable result was the unplanned informal settlement and mushroom of sheikhs in the urban and peri-urban areas. So that's what we urge to the Department of Housing, to the Department of Human Settlement, that we are looking forward just to make our South African people and our South African lives to be better. As MK Party, we're standing for the public, we're standing for the masses, that we proclaim that we need the speedery of the implementation and of building of houses for the people who are poor and allocating of places where people they're going to be able just to put their houses. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Masilela.